There was an example of when someone manipulated one of your images.
Oh, gosh.
And it changed the data.
Absolutely.
And I feel like that one illustrates the importance of not manipulating the data itself.
Absolutely. This was a real eye-opener for me.
Okay.
I made a quick image, nothing beautiful or brilliant. The science is all about this metallic material that was considered to be highly hydrophobic.
Okay.
And this is in solution, and this is a drop of oil, and they drop the oil on the surface, and this is the image that I took. I sort of, wanted to suggest that the flask was there and all that. So I showed the image to the researcher. This is a graduate student, and the researcher took the image and changed it. Did you see the change? Let's go back to the original and look at what the researcher...
subtle.
What they did was in Photoshop, made it more round. And what they did was change the data, because they changed what we call contact angle. That's how you measure hydrophobicity on a surface. They never even thought that this was wrong. Mm-hmm. And I said, nope, you cannot use this image.
Yeah.
But it's all about, I really believe that not enough conversation is going on with the young research community about the ethics in what you could do to an image. This, to me, the image that I made was documentary. The redo of that image is more illustrative.
It brings up all sorts of issues of trust, both within the research community, but for us as lay people, what kind of images can we trust, especially now in the era of AI-generated
Absolutely.
images?
Yeah, trust. That's a killer. We're in a really difficult time these days, aren't we? Where research or scientists are not trusted.
Can you think of maybe 3 questions research consumers should ask themselves when they're looking at an image that would at least bring a critical lens?
I believe that gathering the public to understand how we make images is a means of engaging them even further in trust. So, for example, the first question would be, what equipment was used in this image? Mm-hmm. Second question would be, was this image changed at all? Third question would be, how was the change made? Mm-hmm. And maybe a fourth question is, do you think that this change is changing the data? Mm-hmm. But of course, that's impossible. We're not going to have that next to every image. But at least to get at least the public to understand that some images are manipulated, and that there's that they need to know that that is okay if we say that they've done it. Mm-hmm. For example, all the glorious astronomical images that we see, they're all color enhanced.
Oh, I see.
And that's okay. The astronomers knew how to get attention.
Yeah.
But to educate the public that we're doing this so that you're looking at it, but also there are reasons why we're coloring it this way as opposed to that way. Mm-hmm. I think it's all about getting people to be interested. Mm-hmm. And I think that images are one way of opening up that interest.
I think so. They're just intrinsically interesting.
Yeah.
And they feel accessible.
That's great. That's the word. An image is making science accessible to allow you to ask questions. People are frightened. Mm-hmm. We've got to get them to be less frightened and let them know that we want to talk about it.
Yeah, that's so interesting.
It's just not happening.
One thing that is really beautiful about your work at MIT is that you embody the spirit of curiosity and humility and the ability to say when you don't understand something. Like, you have to do it in your job.
Oh, yes.
Right?
There is no way that you could fake it on this campus. And believe me, there's a lot I don't understand. I run a series of graphics workshops for graduate students and postdocs. They come in and show their draft figures.
Okay.
And they need a lot of help,
Yeah.
let me tell you.
Okay.
And so as a group, we look at it and we talk about it. And there is a point where I have no clue what they're talking about.
Yes.
It's just over my head. But I say to them, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And they like that. They respect that in me, that
Right.
I admit that I don't know. But so I have my limitations,
Right.
believe
Well,
me.
I feel like that's a great model, though. I feel like I
Yeah.
do that a lot on this podcast. I mean,
do you?
I interview people who are doing work in all sorts of fields, and
Yeah.
I'm not an expert in any of them. So I have to just say, when I don't understand something, I feel like we could all learn a lot more if we felt safe admitting when we didn't know something.
That's terrific. That is it. We have to feel safe.
Yeah.
On this campus, we feel safe.